Hi, my name is Liana and I'm with Toronto and Region Conservation Authority. Today I'll be talking about rain barrels. Rain barrels are a great way to collect the rainwater that flows off your roof, storing it for future use. On those hot, dry days, that rainwater can be used for watering your gardens, your containers, your hanging baskets, and more. Today I'll be talking about how to choose a rain barrel, how to find a suitable location in your yard for one, how to install a rain barrel, and how to maintain it. How to choose a rain barrel. Rain barrels come in many different shapes, sizes, and styles, so you can find one that fits the function and aesthetic of your yard. When you're shopping for a rain barrel, there are a few essential components to look out for. The first one is a tightly sealed lid to prevent mosquito breeding. The lid of your rain barrel will have an opening where the water will enter from your downspout. So you want to make sure the opening is covered with some mesh. It might be a hard mesh like we see here on this rain barrel, or it might be a soft mesh like we have on this rain barrel style. This is also a great way to collect and stop debris from entering your rain barrel. The second component to look at is the spigot or tap, where you'll be getting your water out of your rain barrel. Think about how you'll be using that water. Are you going to be fitting a watering can underneath to collect it? Will you be attaching a gardening hose right to your spigot? Or maybe you're thinking about trying a soaker hose. This is a perforated hose, so it has many tiny holes, so it will allow water to slowly seep through. So it's something you could run through a vegetable garden, say. The third component to look at is your overflow. Your rain barrel is going to fill up quite quickly during a rain event, so you want to make sure there's a way to convey that excess water away from your foundation to a permeable surface to slowly soak into the ground. So that can be a bit of lawn or a garden. When you're shopping for your rain barrel, look for an overflow valve that you can attach a hose to, or it might even come with a hose. Important considerations for choosing your rain barrel. How to find a suitable location in your yard for a rain barrel. There are a few things to consider. The first is your source of water. Where are your downspouts located, like the one I have here behind me? Most homes have between 2 to 5 downspouts, depending on the size of the home and when it was constructed. Also think about using a garden shed, anything with a roof surface that can collect rainwater. The second consideration is access to your gardens, your hanging baskets. Where are you going to be using that water? Can you connect your garden hose right to your spigot into your garden? Do you need to use a watering can? Think about whether your rain barrel is also blocking access to a pathway. When a rain barrel is empty, it's really easy to move out of the way to squeeze by with a lawnmower. But when a rain barrel is full, it can be 500 pounds. The third consideration is your overflow. Is there a place to convey that water at least 3 meters away from your foundation and your neighbor's foundation? A permeable surface where that water can soak into the ground, like a garden or lawn. How to install a rain barrel. There are some tools you will need before you get started. A shovel and a level to create a strong foundation for your rain barrel. A measuring tape and marker to measure your cuts. A hacksaw to cut your downspout. A power drill to install your screws, and some personal protective equipment, some gloves and safety glasses while you're working. There are also some materials you will need before you get started. To create a strong foundation for your rain barrel, you will need some sand or gravel and some pavers or bricks to lay on top. If you're thinking about elevating your rain barrel to fit a watering can underneath or to increase the flow of water, you will need to purchase a prefabricated rain barrel stand, or you can build your own out of cinder blocks, bricks, or wood. You will also need a flexible elbow to attach to your downspout and help direct water into your rain barrel. And lastly, you will need some 1/2-inch sheet metal screws that are self-threading. Here are the step-by-step instructions for installing a rain barrel. Step 1. Use a shovel to create a level surface. Add a 1-inch thick layer of gravel or sand and pavers or bricks to create a strong base. Ensure the surface is level. If you are planning to elevate your rain barrel, add or build your rain barrel stand. Step 2. Place your barrel next to the downspout. Mark the downspout 6 inches above the lid of the rain barrel. Step 3, cut the marked section of the downspout. Keep the cut piece for overwintering the barrel. We will talk about this in the maintenance section. Step 4, attach a flexible elbow and fasten it with 2 self-threading screws. Step 5, direct the elbow into the opening of the rain barrel. Connect the overflow hose and direct it away from the house to a permeable surface where it can soak into the ground, like some lawn or garden. Step 6, close the spigot or tap and wait for rain. How to maintain a rain barrel. Rain barrels should be inspected regularly, especially after large rain events. Check to make sure your overflow is leaving your rain barrel as planned. Look for any tears and cracks, and make sure you're regularly cleaning out debris. In the winter, any water in your barrel can freeze, and the expansion can cause your rain barrel to crack. Therefore, it's important to overwinter your rain barrel. Remove your rain barrel, reattach your cut piece of downspout that you've kept with 2 self-threading screws. Remove the hose and mesh and store in a dry place. Give your rain barrel a good scrub with some vinegar or another non-toxic cleaner, the inside of the barrel, including the spigot, and then flip it over so no more water can enter your rain barrel, or store it in a covered place like a shed or a garage. If you have any questions, check out TRCA's rainwater harvesting fact sheet, attend one of our upcoming workshops, or just contact us for more information. You can reach us at trca.ca.